I had attended dozens of company galas in my lifetime, most of them back when I still owned the company. But tonight was different. Tonight, I returned as nothing more than a quiet guest. At least that's what everyone believed. My son, Ethan, didn't want to make my presence a big deal, and honestly, after stepping away from the spotlight years ago, neither did I. The ballroom shimmered in gold and white. Crystal chandeliers cast warm halos over elegantly dressed people, and violins played in the background. I looked around, seeing faces I once used to make decisions for: directors, partners, representatives. Now they all mingled under new leadership. My leadership, but only on paper. I had handed the company down to my son last year. Everyone knew the new CEO was young, brilliant, and bold. What they didn't know was that I still owned 70% of the company. Ethan handled operations. I handled the empire. And tonight, for the first time, I was meeting his fiancée. Her name was Sabrina. I had seen pictures: long dark hair, sharp cheekbones, perfect makeup, the polished sort of beauty that photographs well but can hide anything underneath. Ethan adored her. He said she was ambitious, driven, and a perfect partner for a man with responsibility. I hoped he was right. Ethan was on stage, giving a speech when she approached me. I stood near a table, sipping sparkling water, quietly looking at the paintings hanging on the walls. Sabrina walked toward me, her heels tapping like a judge's gavel. "Excuse me," she said crisply. I turned to her with a gentle smile. "Yes." She frowned at me as if trying to recall whether she had seen me before. "You're standing by the executive table." I nodded. "I'm waiting for my son to finish." "Your son?" She gave a clipped laugh. "The staff always find some excuse to linger near VIP tables. Could you move? It looks unprofessional." "Staff?" I blinked, taken aback. "Please," she cut me off, waving a manicured hand. "This event is important. The board is here. If Laura hired you, let her know I said you need more training." I stared at her, the pieces falling into place. She thought I worked there. Maybe she assumed I was one of the ballroom attendants. Maybe because I wasn't wearing a flashy tux. Maybe because I looked older. Or maybe, just maybe, because she liked the feeling of superiority. "My apologies," I said softly. "I didn't mean to cause trouble." She sighed dramatically. "It's fine, just step back and bring me a drink. Champagne, dry, and hurry, please." I held her gaze for a moment. I wanted to laugh. Instead, I nodded and walked away. The help she had called me. Interesting. I didn't bother getting her champagne, of course. Instead, I made my way toward the bar and quietly watched her from a distance. The way she interacted with people told me much more than Ethan ever had. She clung to higher-ups, offering compliments dipped in honey but coated in ambition. With lower-ranked employees, her smile disappeared. She snapped, demanded, corrected, talked down. A chameleon, but only upward. I sighed. My son was too trusting, too hopeful, too ready to believe the best in people. Suddenly, I felt a gentle tap on my shoulder. "Ethan." "Dad," he said warmly. "You made it. I didn't see you earlier." "I've been here," I replied, smiling. "Met some interesting people." "Oh, great. Come on, I want you to meet Sabrina properly." I raised an eyebrow. "Properly, huh?" He laughed. "Dad, don't start. She's nervous tonight. Big events overwhelm her." I murmured, "Let's see." We approached her, and her entire face changed when she saw Ethan. "Baby," she said, voice sugary sweet. She kissed his cheek and wrapped her arms around him. "Oh, you're finally done with the speech." "Yes, and I want you to meet someone." Ethan motioned to me. "This is—" "I already talked to him," she interrupted, smiling tightly. "I told him where the staff should stand." Ethan froze. "Staff?" "Yes, we need the workers to stay." "Bree," he said slowly, "this is my father." Her smile evaporated. Silence dropped like a stone. She blinked, then blinked again. "Your father?" "Yes," his voice hardened. "The founder of the company." Her face drained of color. Oh my God, Mr. Rivers, I'm so sorry. Ethan didn't show me your picture recently and you weren't wearing a name badge and. It's fine, I said calmly, though Ethan shot me a confused look. People make mistakes. But Sabrina panicked, scrambling. I thought the staff wears similar suits and I didn't. I would never. Oh gosh. Her desperation tasted sour. Truth reveals itself under pressure, not politeness. Sabrina, Ethan said tensely, what exactly did you say to my father? She swallowed. Just nothing terrible, just a misunderstanding. She called me the help, I said quietly. Ethan turned to stone. The air around us thickened. Guests noticed the shift, eyes glancing, whispers beginning. Is that true? Ethan asked her, voice low and dangerous. She bit her lip, trying to look innocent. I didn't mean it like that. I thought he was staff, and you know how important tonight is. I was stressed. So being stressed makes you disrespect people? Ethan asked. No, oh God, this is being blown out of proportion. I simply watched. I wasn't here to defend her or destroy her. I was here to see who she truly was. She reached for Ethan's hand. Baby, please don't be upset. I love you, you know that. Can we please just forget this? Forget that you insulted my father and treated staff poorly, Ethan said coldly. No, we're going to talk about this. She looked at me, eyes wide and pleading. Mr. Rivers, wouldn't you agree that this is all just a misunderstanding? Surely you're not upset. I smiled softly. I'm not upset, but I am paying attention. She paled again. Before Ethan could say more, the chairman of the board walked over. Ah, Mr. Rivers, I didn't expect to see you tonight. Sabrina stiffened as everyone bowed slightly with respect. The chairman shook my hand firmly. Your son is doing an excellent job, he said loudly. We're honored to still have you overseeing the company as majority owner. Majority owner. She heard it loud and clear. Sabrina slowly turned toward me, shock flickering across her face. Majority owner. Yes, I said pleasantly. Didn't Ethan tell you? I step back from daily operations, but I still make every final decision. Her mouth opened, closed, then opened again. Now she understood. Now she realized exactly who she had insulted. I could see the calculations happening behind her panic-stricken eyes. She was trying to salvage her mistake, trying to reshape herself into someone innocent, someone misunderstood. Mr. Rivers, she whispered, I swear I'm not the kind of person who looks down on staff. You told me I needed more training, I reminded her gently. Her mouth snapped shut. The chairman excused himself and Ethan pulled Sabrina aside, anger simmering beneath the surface. I didn't follow. It wasn't my place. But 30 minutes later, Ethan returned to me, alone. She went home, he said quietly. I nodded. Are you all right? No, he exhaled shakily. Dad, I didn't know she was like that. I didn't know she treated people that way. You couldn't have known until you saw it yourself. He rubbed his forehead. I feel like an idiot. What if she was only with me because of the company? I placed a hand on his shoulder. Then you're lucky you found out now. He swallowed hard. I'm sorry she disrespected you. It's not about me, I said. It's about who she truly is, and now you know. He nodded. We left the gala early. As we walked outside into the cold night air, Ethan suddenly asked, Dad, would you have approved of her as my wife? I paused. No, I answered honestly. Not because of what she did to me, but because of how she treats people when she thinks no one is watching. A partner should lift you, never embarrass you. He nodded again, eyes thoughtful, wounded, but clearer than before. Thank you, he whispered. For what? For letting me see it myself, and for not embarrassing her publicly even though she deserved it. I smiled faintly. People reveal themselves, son. You don't have to push them. A week later, he ended the engagement. Months passed. Winter became spring. One afternoon, Ethan sent me a message. "Dad, I met someone kind, someone real. I want you to meet her." And when I eventually did, she didn't ask me for champagne. She didn't assume anything. She didn't treat anyone beneath her. She simply smiled warmly and shook my hand. "Hello, Mr. Rivers. I've heard wonderful things about you." And for the first time in a long time, I looked at my son and saw a man who had finally chosen right. Because sometimes the greatest gift we can give our children is the truth hidden behind people's masks.